Hey guys, welcome back to another Python 3 tutorial, and in today's tutorial I'm going to show you what lists are in Python. So let's get started. So what are lists? So lists are a data type in Python and they are a ordered sequence of objects. This one over here is an example of a list. So if I run this and try to print my list, then it will print the list that I just created over there. So now lists are quite similar to strings, but there are some differences. Like lists can have multiple or different types of objects. For example, if I wanted to store integer, floating points and strings in a single list, I can do that. So let me show you. So my list 2 is equals to, I can say 5 comma 20 comma hello comma and 5.5. so this is a valid list because lists are a sequence of objects. One thing to remember about list is that whenever you add an element to a list, so it will always be displayed in the sequence that you entered those elements. Like in this list, I first entered 1 and the first element in my list was 1. So another thing to keep in mind is that lists begin with a square bracket and they must also end with square brackets. And to separate objects inside list, you need to put comma in between them, otherwise it will be considered a single object. For example, if I remove this comma, it will be considered a single object, but there is no data type which has 5 then space and then 20 inside Python, so this will return an error. See, an invalid syntax. So remember that in Python, if you want to create a list, you must first start with a square bracket, and then inside those square brackets all the objects must be separated by commas. So lists are quite similar to strings. Like you can perform indexing on list. For example, if I wanted to get 2 from this list, what I can do is I can say my list, then square bracket, then the index of the string 2. So I can say 1 inside there. So if I put 1 inside there, I can run this and it will return me 2. So we can also perform slicing on list. If I wanted to get every object starting from the string 4, what I can do is I can say 3, that is the index of 4, then colon, and that will return me the entire list starting from 4. So I don't remember if I showed this to you before, but there is also a trick in Python that allows you to reverse strings, and that also works with list. So let me show you how you can reverse a string. So let's take this string. So to reverse a string, first you need to type the name of the variable that contains your list or string, then square brackets, then double colons, then afterwards in the step size you can put -1 over there, and that will reverse our string or list. So other than that, you can also add other objects to your list. For example, if I wanted to add something to my list, what I can do is I can say dot append, then inside append what I can type a string, for example hello. Now if I try to print my list, it will have hello at the end. So an append function adds an object at the end of the list. So I can also add something like an integer. For example, if I want to say 55, now if I run that code again, I have 55 at the end of my list. So what pop does is it pops out the last letter or the last object of the list. So what I can do is I can say my list, then dot pop, and then brackets. So if you wanted to pop any other object other than the last, so what you can do is you can specify the position or the index which you want to pop. For example, if I wanted to pop 2 from that list, so inside those parentheses if I type 1, then and then if I run this code, then it will pop 2. Now if I try to look at my list, there is no 2 or 55 in this list, because we just popped those two objects from the list. So keep in mind, pop function removes the object and returns it to the user or the screen. So other than that, you can sort out your list. So let me create another list. Let's say list2 is equals to So now if I wanted to sort this list, what I can do is I can say list2 dot sort. Now if I look at list2, so it will be in the sorted order. So there's another function called join. What I can do is I can say double quotes. So over here I can type how I want to join my objects inside the list. So I want to join them by spaces, so I will put space in there, then after that dot, then join, and inside join I will put the name of my list. So that will return me a string that is separated by a space. So there are several more functions that you can perform on list. So if you wanted to look at all the functions that are available to you inside a list, what you can do is you can say the name of the list, so my list dot, if you type tab, so it will show you all the functions that are available to you in Python by default. So let's take a look at one more example. So if I wanted to reverse my list, what I can do is I can say dot reverse, and that will reverse my list. Now if I try to print my list, it will return me the list but in reverse order. As you can see over there, hello is at the front and 1 is at the end of my list. So one more way that list is different from a string is that lists are mutable. So that means you can change an element inside a list. For example, if I wanted to change the first element, that is hello, what I can do is I can say my list, then the index of the element that I want to change. In my case that is 0. So then I can say equals, then I can replace it by almost anything. For example, I can say world instead of hello. If I try to print my list again, and as you can see, hello was replaced by world. So I can also say a number or a floating point over here. For example, I can say 25, and if I run this code again, instead of hello I see 25 over here. Okay, so that's it for today's tutorial. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and if you like this video, please subscribe, and if you want to be notified every time a new video drops, you can turn on the notification, and I'll see you in the next video.